Hey, what's going on, guys? Kyle Stanley here. As you know, we manage over 40 different properties in Fresno, California. Today was going to be a really busy day for me. Figured I'd show you what it's like to be a day in the life of an Airbnb hospitality manager. Let's go to some properties and I'll show you how I'm talking to my team throughout the day. All right, so we're gonna go to 3 different properties today. One of them is already up and running on Airbnb. We're just looking to make a little bit of changes, upgrades to it. Another one is actually one that we're setting up, gonna be an arbitrage, so pretty excited about that one. I'll tell you how we found that. And then the third one, sorry Dean, this one's the shithole. So this one is going to be rehabbed, but my good friend Dean has been wanting to do Airbnb for a while, finally got a deal off market. And in a nice little neighborhood, actually about 3 streets down from me in Clovis. And I'm gonna just kind of show you what we talked about when we walked through the property, and especially you can just get excited about seeing, man, what is this gonna look like when it's all said and done and rehabbed. So we're pulling up to it right now. I hope you like cockroaches. The last time we came here, there was a family of cockroaches, and I'm already seeing a couple crawling around. And as I was just getting the lockbox here, a nice big old spider jumped out from it. So we'll see how this goes. The last time I opened this door, it just, oh God. Yeah. It just reeks of 70 years of smoking in here. So, you guys don't have to worry about that, but what I'll show you really quick is what we went through with on this. Oh, I still can't believe that just happened. That was gross. Little baby ones here too. You see these little guys? They're just, I mean, literally, there must be a million of these. This place is gonna get bombed. That's probably gonna be the first thing they do. But originally Dean told me, hey, it looks like this place needs like 15 or 20 worth of work. That is not the case. We got in here, lots needs to be done. So here's what I recommended when we came in with him. We're gonna do all new floors. These floors are really outdated. You got tile in the kitchen that looks like it's from probably the 90s. You got carpet in the living room, really dark, not so good condition carpet. We're gonna take down this wall to open it up a little bit. You know, people like the open concept. So as soon as they walk in, they'll be able to see living room plus kitchen from the front door. We're gonna get all new doors. We're gonna paint the whole thing. We're gonna replace all the fixtures. Coming into the rooms here, we're going to get all new doors. We're not going to be keeping any of this beautiful purple paint or pink paint, whatever you want to say there. Bathrooms, yeah, same, new floors. We're gutting this whole thing. Like, this is a full gut job. This is probably gonna end up being, for Dean and his partner, about $30,000 to $40,000 for a rehab. It's a pretty basic 3-bedroom, 2-bath. What I really like about this one, this is a really small door to the bathroom. Having a door coming out this way or going in that way is just gonna make everything feel a little tight. So we're just gonna do a barn door here, and that defeats the purpose of having to get a customized door to try and fit there. And if you have to pull it out, trying to, you know, move away from the bed, or if you have to go in, you're gonna reduce a ton of the room that's in the actual bathroom itself. So, but the thing about this house that's really cool, it's location. So it's a basic 3-bedroom, 2-bath. It's in a decent neighborhood here in Clovis, but the location is solid because it is right next to Old Town Clovis, which has a lot of attractions. It has a lot of, you know, farmers markets. You got the big hat days around here. You've got the rodeo that happens once a year. So it's gonna attract a lot of really, you know, high-paying customers during a certain amount of time. And then for the rest of the year, a really good 3-bedroom, 2-bath with a nice updated look is always gonna perform really well in Fresno. All right, so we got a lot of barking dogs out here. They're not happy about us being here, but one of the things I wanted to make sure to show you guys, the backyard is really what makes a difference here in Fresno. If we can put a lot of attention into the backyard and attract people to a cool little hangout spot, that's what's gonna be getting people a lot more income for the night. So what we talked about is, of course, re-landscaping the whole thing, but doing almost like a walkway with some bricks and gravel all the way to a fire pit towards the end there. Now that I'm hearing the dogs going crazy, we might reconsider that because people probably don't want to be outside and hearing barking dogs all the time. So we'll weigh those options. So I know we called this a day in the life of. This is not a typical house for the day in the life of. I just want to make sure you guys know that. I don't want to scare you away from Airbnb. This is a really unique situation. Most of the time, if you work with owners, they're going to have houses that are ready to go, and you don't have to come in here and do this stuff, which is why I like Airbnb. But every once in a while, you gotta get through the frogs to get to the princess, right? So that's the idea behind this one. It's gonna look beautiful by the end. That was the first house. Gross. But we're gonna go to something a little bit nicer now. It's in Clovis, and I'll tell you how I got this deal. So this is going to be an arbitrage, and pretty awesome because one of my employees, who is our cleaning manager, she actually has a friend that was thinking about doing Airbnb. The friend didn't end up doing it, but they're a realtor, and because of that, they get calls all the time from people who are trying to invest in Fresno. And he got a call from this guy, the guy that I'm gonna be doing this for. His name is Amit. He calls me and he says, hey, I want to do Airbnb. I showed him what it was gonna cost if I co-hosted and managed it, and he didn't like all the upfront costs of, you know, paying for the furniture, paying for the consumables, paying me for my time. He just said, hey, what if you know, I just did this as a regular rental? And I said, well, if you're gonna do it as a regular rental, I would love to rent it from you. And he was like, wait, what do you mean? And so essentially I explained to him what arbitrage was, where I rent it from him and then I sublease on Airbnb. I take care of all the expenses, I take care of all the liability of when the guests come in, and I just basically keep the profit after the expenses and after the rent too. And so he loved that idea. That's what we're going for. So we're going to rent this one out for $2,600 a month from him, and it is going to probably bring in close to about $5,000 of gross revenue every month. After all expenses, we should be making about $1,800 to $2,000 out the door. So really cool one. We'll show you as soon as we get to the property. I think when we open this door, there's probably not gonna be any cockroaches this time. All right, this place is super awesome. It's in Clovis, and what's great about this is that when this owner sent me the listing, I looked at the layout and I said, I think we have one that is like almost the exact same floor plan, but he told me $2,600 a month. I did the numbers. I said, okay, if it's the same floor plan, it should make me enough to be able to make this work. But if it's not the same floor plan, we're gonna have to reevaluate. And this room was exactly what I was looking for. It's a little side room that we're gonna use as kind of like a quasi extra bedroom slash game room. And that can add a lot of value too, because now suddenly you're a lot different. Like that's what Airbnb is all about, right? You just have to be different. You have to either offer more, you have to offer something unique. It has to have a special look. That's what really is gonna get you the best return for your buck. And it doesn't take a lot extra. Like just to do a game room, we're talking about $500 maybe for a pool table, adding in a futon, $300 or $400. Add a TV, another $200. Now we're talking about $1,000 for something that could create an extra $30 per night for us, more than likely. We're making our money back in month one. It's kind of a no-brainer. So the only thing that we're having a little bit of a interesting time with, I'll show you, by the way, beautiful kitchen, obviously, right? Beautiful kitchen. We've got a huge pantry right here. We've got a nice upgraded fridge, just lots of room over here. And we can put probably a couple couches in here so that we can fit a couple more people, and we always do the sleeper sofas. But the funny thing is that this is a new build house, and when they do new build houses, they dilute the paint big time. And so when we have little nails and stuff in the walls, well, they tried to patch it up and they tried to repaint and touch up paint, but now we have all these blotches all over the place. And so because of that, we have to either cover it up with another painting, or like right here, because there's a blotch at such a random spot down towards the middle of the wall, and then right over here we've got like two sides over here that have random spots. We're gonna actually do an accent wall. We're gonna paint it a little bit. We got the permission from the owner that that's okay, because he was gonna paint it anyway. We're gonna do a little accent wall, change it up a little bit. Again, just make something pop a little bit so that it's eye-catching when they look at the photos. What I love about the kitchen, about this entire place, it's a 2017 build, so everything looks brand new, and this is by far gonna be our nicest kitchen that we have. The countertops are gorgeous. The cabinets are brand new, glass cabinets that are see-through. They already have the TV mounts up, so why force it? We're just gonna go with the TV mount, so leave those there. I love the rooms because they already have the carpet that we look for, which is gonna be a darker carpet. It hides stains very well if someone has an accident where they drop something or anything happens. The other thing that really sells an Airbnb, aside from the kitchen, aside from how many bedrooms and beds that it has, is also gonna be the bathroom, especially the master bath. And this one is decked out. Hey, you're available?
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. You're on camera.
Hi.
Show your face. There it is.
You caught me having breakfast. I'm so sorry.
This is both my interior designer and fiance. Yes, and house designer for both us and Airbnbs. You look beautiful.
Oh, David.
I need to ask you a few questions. So I'm in Pontiac right now, and you remember?
Yeah.
You remember the little like splotches on the wall?
Yeah.
Yeah. I need to figure out what you can cover up and what I should be painting over. If at worst, maybe an end table or a plant.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, not a problem.
Okay. So again, those top ones. What are you thinking?
I'll do 12 by 12 decorative tiles and then like a eat sign in between.
Okay, so we can cover up everything here in this room.
Yeah, not a problem.
Okay. I really would like to, by the way, just let you know, I really would like to paint these. Yeah, no, I don't want to spend a bunch of stuff on stuff that he's willing to paint over. Yeah,
Okay.
so I think it would be cool to have different colored walls, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, what do you
I
think?
thought you were kind of avoid.
No, I want to paint. I don't want to give him a huge bill of painting, but I think it'd be cool to paint this one and this one. They're right.
Yeah,
they're
I mean
next
they're
to each
small
other?
enough spaces.
Yeah. So I still think a frame right there, just because I don't
Yeah.
like that, but a
Yeah.
frame and then paint and paint.
The same. Yep.
Okay. Cool.
I like it.
Cool. We're going to the garage. What you're gonna see in the garage is, even though we just signed the lease yesterday, we already have stuff in the garage. We have all of our things that are coming from Target, coming from Amazon, because here's what's really cool. You can actually have things delivered. If you have your house set up the right way, you can have things delivered without people having to come to the house and meet delivery men. This was all just put in the garage with Amazon Key. Now, if you wanna figure out how you can get all that going and how you can get Target and Amazon, all them to actually do it, it's more than just a phone call and an order. You have to have the house set up correctly. If you want to learn that, well, that's in my course, the Airbnb Kickstart course. Just go to fearlesskyle.com and we teach exactly how you can do that, so you don't have to be at the property when things are delivered.
So where's the Lamborghini in books?
Yeah. It's an invisible Lamborghini. All right, so I actually used to own this house in Fresno. It was my first one that I owned as an Airbnb, but I sold it to a friend of mine. I'm managing it still, and we just have been kind of struggling to get a few bookings here recently, so we're gonna go in, see what we can maybe upgrade, what we can make a little bit nicer, and we got the handyman here, see if we can get some more bookings. A few things here, so this tub.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's a full-on replacement, yeah, or...
I could fix it. I could epoxy
You
it.
could?
Put new handles, everything, make it look all nice and bright.
Really?
Yeah,
Sweet. And is it gonna stick?
it'll stick.
It'll
yeah.
stick.
I'll put 2 things of primer on it. Well, first clean it, primer it twice, and then put the commercial epoxy on it.
So the big concern was just mainly the tub itself, but are you talking about the whole thing?
Might as well. It'll make
Okay.
it look nice and clean.
Okay, cool.
It'll cover all these dark spots right here.
Okay,
Yeah.
awesome. If the owner wanted a new tub, is that a,
Yeah, we could do that too.
okay. Can I get a price difference on both those?
Yeah.
Okay. Off the top of your head, do you know how much of a difference that would make on price?
Probably about 500.
Okay, got it.
The difference about 5.
Okay, cool. So our cleaners, we incentivize our cleaners. If they get 5-star reviews, then we actually give them more, give them a little bit of a bonus. And so we've encouraged them to do little welcome packets like this. And you can see this cleaner is taking advantage of that. This is gonna help us get more 5-star reviews and helps them make more money. They wanna do a little fire pit area out here. I'm wondering if we can do, because there's no like pole right here, if we can do like a stapling light, the lights that we usually do for outdoors, little like Christmas lights.
Yeah.
Can we do like cross this, but then from here it kind of like almost sinks down a little bit and then comes back up on the roof?
Have it drape up and like drape across? Yeah, we could do that.
But from this corner to this corner too?
Yeah.
So it makes like a triangle?
Like a triangle, yeah.
Yeah. Can we do that?
That'll work.
Cool. Perfect. I think that's everything here.
Okay.
How's that all sound?
Sounds doable.
Perfect. Hey Danny, I just went over to Rialto with Adrian. We did a bunch of, looked at a bunch of stuff. He's gonna get a quote, but I just want to give you the heads up. We're gonna look at repairing the bathtub, repairing the kitchen sink. We're gonna do the hardwiring of the Ring doorbell, the keypad for the garage door. We're gonna fix the side gate, and we're gonna look at string lights for the backyard. The guys wanna add in a fire pit for the backyard. So one thing that we'll need once Adrian gets me the quote and then we get the go ahead is we'll need the little like bracket for the Ring doorbell, so that doorbell is wedged up against the side there. He's gonna actually remove that screen door so that we can add the Ring doorbell over there, but it's gonna need that little bracket so that it kind of can turn and get a better shot of the front yard. So just want to give you that heads up. We'll get a quote and then we'll go from there. Thank you both for making some time for this. Danny and I were talking about it. We think this will make a really big difference in a couple different areas, but we wanted to, instead of just sending over a video and an email, we felt it was really important to get on the phone on a Zoom call here. And that actually kind of got us to thinking too. We were like, hey, you know, we want both of you, especially now that like things have started to get underway. We're pretty much like, you know, we're almost 3 months in now. It's time to start bringing you in and making you feel like more of the team, more of the family. And so we really want to start doing more of these, and we want to start doing a monthly Zoom call with both of you just to make sure we're on the same page, doing kind of just like an evaluation of how the last month went and how we can improve from there, and just continuing to you know, get together a little bit more face to face rather than just on this guy in WhatsApp. So how does that sound?
Yes, that's perfect for me.
Perfect.
So how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing great.
Good. Glad we could make a little bit of time here. Questions just from our messages together, and I want to get to those, but it sounds like you're pretty fresh in the whole thing, and I want to see, you know, where I can just add the most value for you here in a quick call and get you on the right path.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah.
So again, you know, we're just like starting out, and I just kind of like don't know where step one is.
Yeah, well, I mean, I think your idea of doing it as a room out of your house first, and then your home when you leave is just it's solid. It's really solid because it gets you to Superhost status. It gets you some experience, and you get to you know, you can control a little bit more, right? Because you're living there, and you're not really like just giving your house up for you know, a month at a time and then coming home to a disaster. Unfortunately, I gotta wrap this up. I hope this has been super helpful for you. But is there anything that we talked about that you just would like me to send you more information on, or would like?
Yeah, I would love to know more about the arbitrage.
Yeah, arbitrage. Yep.
Okay, awesome.
Okay.
Thank you so much. I'm sure you'll be hearing from me shortly.
Okay. Sounds good, Brandy.
Thank you.
All right. We'll talk to you later.
All right. You too. Bye.
All right, so there it is, day in the life of being a Airbnb Superhost. This was a lot more involved day than usual, but I hope you got a lot out of it. If you have any questions, make sure to comment on the video down below. We have tons of resources also in the description down below. Make sure to check out our website, fearlesscow.com. If you haven't already, subscribe, like, and comment on this video, on our channel. Can't wait to see you next time.